Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe so I can provide you with better content. Okay, I'm going to explain why Arrow's finale was so much better than The Flash. I personally did not like The Flash finale because the writers were choosing easy way outs and there was really no substance. If you watch my other videos, the problems that I pointed out in there are still here, right? Let's look at Savitar. Now, Savitar is a pretty weak character because his motivation, as I pointed out, is weak and unlikely to happen. Now, in the finale, they somewhat addressed this, but it wasn't good enough. As you can see, even if he was normal, Time Rabbit, and not Savitar yet, he still would have been accepted into the group, or into the Flash group. But here's the thing, the reason why he becomes evil, or should have become evil, is because of his love for Iris. Well, his Iris. I would like to make that difference there. And envy for Barry. Because basically, if you think about it, Barry stole his life. He stole his love. You know, it's Savitar, you know, him as a Time Rabbit, it's like he sees Barry with his Iris. Well, what should have been his Iris. His Iris basically got wiped out, right? His Iris and his future, everything, his life got wiped away because of Barry's actions. And that should have played more into his motivation and why things happen. Not so much as that, you know, nobody accepted him as Barry. It's just that, again, Barry stole his life. You know, Barry stole everything he worked for. And again, that's not really covered that much. It's a little bit, but they should have just really hit it on the nose in that scene with Savitar and Iris. I still don't understand Killer Frost or why she's doing anything she's doing. I mean, unless she has a serious personality disorder, as in multiple personality disorder, dissociative personality disorder. You know, there's really no reason or rhyme of why she's doing it except for being there to be there. I mean, people wanted Killer Frost, people like Killer Frost, and they just threw Killer Frost in just so Cisco has something to do. Just so Cisco seems like he's contributing and, you know, part of the team. Again, her motivations is not even explained. Nobody explains why she has such a dramatic shift in personality. And it's like they're supposed to be two different beings, but again, that doesn't make any sense at all in the story. Because again, look at Wally. Wally's not two different people. You know, everybody else is not two different people. It's, again, she's the only one that somehow got affected with powers and becomes a whole different person. Supposedly, that's a separate entity from herself, right? And in the end, the resolution is, oh, we're just together. We're both, these two separate, really different personality is the same, and we're the same, and we're together now. It's just stupid. Barry being a hero and reaching out to Savitar was just a cheap way out. You know, I was worried about this in the last episode, and they did it. You know, that whole scene with Killer Shark and Captain Cold, I really disliked that. It went against the character's personality, just so they can have that easy way of Barry being a good person, or his strength is being good, and it led to this moment just so they can, again, put it into the episode. It's really not, you know, good writing. Okay, so when it comes to Arrow, though, because we were given multiple episodes knowing Adrian Chase is Prometheus, us, the audience, were able to relate to that character more and understand his motivation more into turning Oliver, or showing Oliver that he's supposedly a killer, you know. And again, we understand that. We see that because they had multiple episodes to build it up, not really 2 episodes, you know, of, oh no, Savitar's evil Flash, and there you go. You know, there's no motivation built up. We're not able to relate at all to any of the villains in the whole series, basically, unless you're just attached to them by name. And even in Arrow also, if you look at the other people that's in the finale, like Slade, we understand his motivation also, right? He regained his sanity. He knows what he's doing now. He's actually off the Mercury, and he knows what he did. You know, we understand that. The only problem I have is with the actual Max design, because you can, in multiple times in the episode, you see the straps are on the back of it, like when he's holding it. You know, they need to make that streamlined. That's really the only problem I have with that. And even Malcolm Merlyn, you know, we understand his motivation and why he's there, right? He's there for Thea and Thea alone. You know, we understand these things. Okay, so with the resolution of the series for both of them, Iris killing Savitar and her emotional reaction to it seems like very bad writing. I mean, it just seems so out of place and out of character if you really think about it. I mean, Iris herself is still killing Barry. Well, a version of Barry. And the thing is also is that this is her first time killing someone. Now, I really doubt she's the type of person who has trained or mentally prepared herself to kill someone. And that's the thing. It's like normally when people are put in those situations, realistically they could, you know, go into shock or, you know, have really traumatic experiences out of this. And that didn't happen at all. She basically played it off as a joke that she saved Flash or Barry when she murdered somebody. And again, that just seems like poor writing. They just totally ignored her as a character or her personality as the character and just went, ah ha 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 ha, it's just a joke that, you know, she basically shot someone and murdered them. Now, if we look at Arrow though, that whole ending of the sequence right at the end on the boat, you know, that's good writing. That's extremely good writing. And the reason why is because, one, there's a lot of tension, right, of him having to choose again to kill or not kill. He's put in an impossible choice. Oliver is put into an impossible situation to make an impossible choice, which he does, and he does the right thing, which is being a hero, right? He finds a way out. He finds a solution to it. And throughout all that moments in that ending sequence, you know, that's really high tension. And even when Adrian Chase ends up committing suicide, that also makes sense, you know, and it leaves you with a cliffhanger. And I will have to say also is that, again, with Adrian Chase, you know, he's a good actor, right? And we got to know him and we were able to relate to him a lot more. So any emotional impact, you know, in the whole entire ending sequence was just so much better than that of, again, Barry beating evil Barry basically and Iris shooting him. There was, to me, I felt like that's nothing. And maybe you can have some emotional tension and whatnot with, you know, Barry leaving Iris, but at the same time it's like, I don't know, I just really didn't feel it. If you like this video, please click on the other links so you can see more of my content. Thank you and have a nice day.